Hello everyone, it's me Clayson. I just finished watching the final episode of Season 2 of What If. What if Strange Supreme intervened? So, after seeing Doctor Strange in some of the episodes throughout the season, I was wondering how they were going to wrap up his part of the story. And naturally, this is the exact same Strange who was in the best episode of Season 1 of What If. The one who tried to find a way to save Christine in his universe, who ultimately only saw the error of his ways once his universe was collapsing. But unfortunately, this event drove him mad, and now he's trying to kill various heroes from various universes to save his own universe in the Forge. So that forces Peggy, Carter, and Kahhori to stop him. And yeah, that's the whole plot is basically a final battle between Strange and Carter, with Kahhori also helping out. It is basically similar to the first season finale, how a bunch of Guardians of the Multiverse had to be assembled by the Watcher in order to stop Ultron from destroying the universe. But this one's a bit different in the sense that there's only three heroes to focus on for most of it, and it doesn't feel like this plot was just cobbled together at the end because they needed a big battle for the finale. Well, it's still a big battle for the finale, but at the same time, it does feel like there's a bit more thought put into it based on events from the previous season. Not only considering that it started with Peggy Carter, so it makes sense for her to end this season too, but also in the sense that it does deliver on more of Doctor Strange after his universe collapsed in episode 3. Normally you'd think after that in the first season, you'd think that that would just be the end of his story. There's not much to go off from there. But I do like the idea of this evil Doctor Strange essentially being a well intentioned extremist. Sort of like Scarlet Witch from Multiverse of Madness, but done in a way that fits more with this series' style. And and at least for him saving his universe and saving Christine isn't imaginary when it comes down to it. But yeah, seeing him take out Thor, Hela, and even having other characters like Fing Fang Foom as his prisoners is a pretty interesting visual alongside a clever Easter egg. And ultimately, it also brings back the Marvel Zombies for a bit, which is a nice little callback to the original season. But it does feel like the series really loves to give Thanos the shaft, considering that uh, Thanos does show up at one point only to be tossed aside by Killmonger with the Infinity Stones, only for Killmonger to be tossed in with the other ones just so the Peggy could use the Infinity Stones herself. It really feels like those stones matter less and less as we go further through the Marvel multiverse. But then again, this isn't the first series to do that to them, and this will not be the last. I'm not saying that this series is exempt from all the problems that the multiverse saga has had throughout the years, but I do think it at least has fun with the concept, and it ultimately does a bit more with these characters and these universes that don't get the time that I feel they deserved in the movies. That's why I love this series so much, but it gives us an alternate version of stuff that could have happened in the franchise. Some of it's better, some of it feels like it could have some work done on it, but I think the second season is overall an improvement because it's allowed to go wild and to do things that are outside the scope of the movies. I especially felt that with all of Kahori's parts. So I'll give the season an 8 out of 10 overall. Better than the first season, but maybe season 3 could be even better. See you next time.